This segment is sponsored by Our Home Magazine. Well, these are essential tools of the trade if you want a front row seat to the backyard. I'm joined today by Mary Elfner, Vice President with the Richmond Audubon Society. Mary, it's great to see you.
Likewise, how are you?
I'm doing well, and I'm excited to talk with you today. I love bird watching, and I think now more than ever, it's such a fun activity to keep us entertained and really something the whole family can share.
Definitely. It's millions of people do it all over the world. It's one of the most popular hobbies on the planet.
Well, all of that considered, Richmond Audubon Society active and sharing some great insights here in our area. Right now, we're going to explore some tips for beginners. If you haven't been doing this already and you're thinking about getting started, what can you do? What makes this either creating a hospitable environment for birds in your backyard, or there are hot spots in our area we can get outside and appreciate?
Yeah, I would say if you're a beginner, you need optics, and they don't have to be fancy, and somebody to help you learn how to use them. So it's always good if you can find somebody who's willing to go out with you to begin. That does help, because there's a few little things about using optics, like you got to know which end, right? I've seen people use the opposite end, and you just have to know, and how to focus. You need a good bird guide. There's lots of them out there, and there's apps for your phone. So if you like a book, great. If you like an app, you can have that. And so optics, somebody who knows what they're doing to help you out a little bit, and a guide, and you're good.
It really
and the backyard is great. Like your backyard is fine. That's a great place to start.
I've the collection of feeders continues to grow in the back, and so that's been a lot of fun. And then each year seeing who's coming to the backyard. You know, if you're beginning and just getting started, are there essentials for the backyard to create a space, maybe to help make it more inviting?
Food, water, and cover and shelter are your three things. So you want a feeder, you could have just a regular seed feeder, you could have a thistle feeder for the finches, a little water feature that drips water, even your hose, having a little depression area in your grass with some water. I mean, they love this, like the sound of water draws them. So that's always a nice thing to do. It doesn't have to be fancy, but it can be. You can go to Wild Birds Unlimited and buy something like that, or just do it yourself. And then cover. You want shrubs, you want places for them to hide, you want trees, and don't mow as often. I know people really seriously don't mow your lawn as often. Don't let it get out of control either, but if you let it seed a little bit, you're going to have more food sources for them.
I think I just heard a collective sigh from our friends watching right now who said, well, Mary said don't mow as often, so we're good to go. That'll bring the birds in. What can we expect to see? Who's pretty common here bird-wise in our Central Virginia area?
Well, let's start with summer, because we're in the middle of it. You're going to get your resident birds, mockingbirds, blue jays, gray catbirds, brown thrashers, house sparrows, which are not native. Well, don't need to get into that. Song sparrows are here, and you can hear them. It's great. You can see the turkey vultures and black vultures overhead. Richmond has this incredible canopy of trees, so you get owls and you get hawks. Red-shouldered hawks and coopers are probably the most common. So there's really a lot to see in the summer. And then in the fall, you get migrants coming through on their way to whatever southern region they're going to, be it Central or South America, the Bahamas, or here from up in way north of Canada or wherever. And then in the winter, it's duck season, which is great to go out to our local lakes, because Richmond has incredible green space. I love the park system here, and that's a great place to go see some ducks. And then in the spring, it's migrant season again, with the birds now going to their breeding grounds.
Mary, it's great to have these tips for beginners and everybody getting started, and certainly creating that habitat in the backyard. But another resource here certainly is the Richmond Audubon Society. Great way to learn more.
Absolutely. Please visit our website. We don't meet in the summertime, and because of COVID-19, we have slowed down our field trips, but please keep in touch with that, because I bet in the fall we're going to figure that out with Zoom meetings and field trips again.
Well, it's definitely one of those things that I think, as you, and pardon me for saying this, Mary, you find some friends who are also interested in bird watching, then birds of a feather will flock together. It's been great seeing you, Mary. Thank you so much for spending time with us. We really appreciate it. Cute stuff.
You are welcome. Thank you for having us.
Absolutely. And as promised, we will put a direct link so that you can learn more about the Richmond Audubon Society right on our website, WTBR.com/VTM.
Find Our Home Magazine on newsstands today, or subscribe at richmondmagazine.com/home. You'll find them on Facebook at Our Home Magazine and on Instagram at Our Home Mag.